if you had the chance to be able to talk to like your younger self then, what do you think you would say?
I would tell myself to be kind to myself, and that my body is beautiful the way that it is. That it does get better because we have such an amazing life ahead of us. I think that the term and the word fat has been manipulated to being a synonym for the word ugly, and that is not ever really true. And the thing was, for a while, I did believe it, and that is a terrible way to think, and I'm even embarrassed to say that I ever thought about myself that way. Anytime that a child or another kid would call me fat, I would feel bad about myself because we were taught that, it's not supposedly good to be fat. I remember a teacher just came up to me and said, "Lyndzi, you're a big girl," in front of the whole class. So that also prompted or invited other students to comment about my body because that teacher, for some reason, just felt the need to say that in front of everyone else. Why does it need to be said aloud that someone looks different, someone has different features, a different body type? It could be from genetics. It could be simply from the way that weight is distributed on the body and where people live and things they have access to that can also affect a person's weight and how they look. I was even told by my doctor, because I had so many times in my life where I was not happy with my weight, and I would be like, I'm exercising, I play sports, I'm an athlete, why am I not getting any smaller or thinner? And she was like, Lyndzi, this is the way that you're built. You could never be a stick. I would also have kids sometimes tell me that I was stupid or dumb when I had always excelled in my grades. I honestly just believe it's just part of society, and I feel like most majority of representation of fat people has been negative. Fat characters in films or TV are usually portrayed as stupid. We're not portrayed as actual people. We're portrayed as caricatures of either something bad or something that's purely for humor. And the way that I have overcome bullying and the way that society has perceived me is simply through learning how to love myself, through drawing characters who are overweight, because it made me feel better, it made me feel seen. I would just start entering art contests just for my school district, and I would win, and so this just kept driving me. So just by starting with anti-bullying art contests, that grew for me to be able to have my art featured on a bus that also featured people who are not normally represented in the media. Just expressing through art just kind of helped me cope with that. And eventually I came up with the idea that this is what I wanted to do. I want to be able to create plus-size characters with different body types, in order to not only help myself feel accepted and loved in society, but also to help others feel the same way. My end game is to be able to create an animated TV show that can showcase and proudly represent different bodies and different people who have not been represented before. If I'm able to create this show, that could also help people understand that there are different bodies in this world, and that they also are fantastic, are great, are beautiful, and that everyone can just learn to be able to not only love themselves, no matter the size that they are, but they can also learn to love and appreciate and respect others. You know what? It doesn't matter what other people say or think. The only thing that matters to me is what I think and how I feel about myself.
That was so wonderfully put. Thank you so much.
Thanks.